As per usual, I'm still very undecided about my hair today. Welcome to my video on, what am I gonna call this one? Let's call it a financial workout challenge. Yeah, we'll go with that. How this works is I like to make gains for myself because I'm pretty bad at saving money otherwise. I think my friends think I have more money than I do. I think I have more money than I do, and I spend it accordingly. So today we are going to discuss my financial workout and the challenges that I do for it. Right quick before we start this video, follow me down below on Instagram and Pinterest if you would like to do so. I am there pretty much never, but it's fun sometimes when I do post. Also, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and smash that like button. In the words of Graham Stephan and now every other YouTuber. I don't mean to say it, it just comes out that way because that's who I watch. And you become who you hang out with. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on. So like I said, when it comes to my money, I'm not actually that great at saving unless I have like a kickstart momentum. I think that's why I like to relate it as a workout or a diet, because most of the time we don't want to go onto these things. We don't want to start these workout challenges until we start seeing the results. And that is what my 1 month challenges are for. So I set these for myself, not every month, but I try to do it every couple of months at the very least. I like to make these challenges into sort of a game. I see it as a very competitive thing against myself. And there are levels of who comes in first, second, and third. I have yet to win. I have never come in first in my own game where I am the only competitor. I usually come in third. So first thing I like to do is create a habit tracker. There is one in the journal I use, and that is the one I like to stick with. They have little boxes that you can color in or check off every single time that you fill and complete that activity. And that is so satisfying. Here's my ranking. First place means I get to color in every single block of the entire month in that category. Never done that yet. Second place is if I can do every single block with no more than like 2 days between. Never done that one either. Actually, I lied. I may have come in first once on my no alcohol. Nope, I didn't. I got second place there. Third place is if you just try. Just color in a few. Just, if you got even 1 day out of the month, you're in third, because this is my game and I make the rules. So, in the past, a couple of things popping into my head right now as I think about this challenge, and I have notes. This is just how disorganized I am today. I have done a no coffee and no alcohol challenge because I put that on my bucket list 1 month, thinking, why wait till pregnancy? Just torture yourself in your 20s for no reason. Should I change locations? No, because if you're watching this right now, you're probably already like, wow, this is a dumpster fire and I can't look away. 6 ideas to get you started if you are interested in some of these workout financial diets. Ooh, coffee's kicking in, baby. Number 1, no coffee or alcohol. That was ironic. This is hard if you have a caffeine addiction, or if you like to socialize. This is not actually as hard as it sounds. It just starts getting a little bit boring by like week 2 when your friends are like, hey, do you want to grab a happy hour drink? You're like, no, because I'm trying to be good with my monies. And they're like, it's $4. And you're like, I know. Number 2 is my January one that I did, which is no fast food and no easy food. Number 3 is no spend days, period. This one's hard. I think I came in 5th. And that's not even on my ranking scale. I tried this once and I did give myself the elimination. I did give myself the exception of fuel and food. So obviously if I have to gas up my car or feed myself, those are exceptions. You're allowed to spend on like necessities, okay? But basically just try and get as many days in a row as possible without spending $1. And that's your goal, is to try and spend as little, well, $0 every day, as many days in a row as possible. Number 4 is credit card freezing. Sometimes I just have to take my credit card out of my wallet entirely and just leave it at home, because the temptation is there to spend that. And the reason is, it's not that I'm spending on my credit card always. I have the money in my debit account, but you don't get anything when you use your debit card. You just end up spending your money. The nice thing about this challenge is that you can still spend money, so it's not quite as strict. You just have to take it out in cash or use your debit card or something like that. And that's often hard because if I'm about to spend something on my credit card, it's no big deal. But the second I'm about to hand over cash or swipe my debit card, it's like, this is uncomfortable. Cash or debit only, baby. Number 5 is cut out dairy, meat, or gluten for 1 month. Now, by doing this with one or all 3 of these ingredients, you will not only save a lot of money, but you might also feel really good and healthy. Not saying that any of those are unhealthy per se. That's not an argument I want to get into. They will save you money. Number 6 is get 8 hours of sleep every night, at least. And the reasoning is, when you have more sleep, you make better decisions. I'm pretty sure this is scientifically proven. I didn't do enough research to know, but if it is, I'll pop it up on the screen here so you can tell yourself and myself that I'm not crazy. I personally, if I'm tired, I don't want to cook, I don't want to eat healthy, I don't want to do anything like that. So I spend all my money on food. Yesterday, for example, I actually slept pretty well yesterday, but I just was feeling lazy, and I spent $15 on lunch. $15. The night before, I spent $21 on cupcakes that I had to share with my husband. My spending habits clearly revolve around food. Therefore, me getting enough sleep and then making better eating decisions really does have an impact on my financial health. Okay, so those are 6 of the challenges that could be a potential money saver for you. Try them out if you want, or better option, come up with your own and leave it in the comment box down below, because those are the only 6 I have for this year and I kind of need like at least 4 more. So January and February and going into March, I've actually already spent quite a bit of money. Starting with March, I already have a lot of money being spent and like allocated for spending because I'm traveling, I'm getting a facial, and I'm getting my lips filled again. All of those are fairly expensive. I am challenging myself to not spend anything on anything. So again, I'm giving myself the leniency between food and fuel. The other thing is that I have to spend some money in New York, and not necessarily on stuff. There's a ton of free things to do and I'm very excited for that. We have an Airbnb, so we'll be able to save some money by cooking there, but also just like, I'm a carbs girl, and you kind of go to New York and you know you're gonna have pizza and bagels. So if I don't really use my Airbnb kitchen and instead I just spend a lot of money on pasta, pizza, and bagels, I'm not gonna be that mad about it. In the moment, I'll regret it later, possibly. Probably not. And finally, for part 3 of this video, because apparently it's a 3-part video that I just am realizing now. Not spending money is an excellent way to become quite antisocial. So here's some things that you can do to keep your social life poppin' and keep your wallet closed. Most of us pay for a gym membership. Yeah? Yeah. Most of us don't use the gym membership. Yeah? Yeah. Start using the gym membership. Bring a friend. I know my gym membership lets me bring a friend every month for free. So if I give them a harness and they borrow a pair of shoes, they're good to go. We get to climb for like 4 hours and there is pretty much no cost, maybe gas, but I'm not that hardcore on tracking my expenses to figure out how much gas it takes for me to get from here to my gym, so sorry. Another thing you can do to save money and also socialize is take a friend thrift shopping. Guarantee you an hour and a half minimum. Just to browse, try on clothes, pick clothes off the rack, go look at the books, go look at the decor. You will have at least an hour and a half to 2 hours of your life gone like that. And you'll probably walk out of there with nothing. Thrift shopping is hard. And for every 5 visits I go, 1 of them, I actually succeed in finding what I was looking for. Except for books. These are just some of the books I've gotten from Goodwill. I haven't read any of them yet. Keeping in with the theme of books, libraries. If you're lucky enough to live in a beautiful city with a beautiful library, like I do, just so cool. We have the Central Library, and for $3.50 is the train to get there, because that's cheaper than parking. Pack a tea or a coffee, or if you want, you can splurge and buy yourself one. And it's still gonna be like under $10 for your day trip to the library. There's free courses, there's free, I'm gonna say free counseling, but don't take my word on that. But it's a free space and it's very cool, and a lot of times these city libraries have some really interesting architecture and it's a cool place to just chill out. I'm speaking entirely out of speculation because it's been over a year of me planning to go to our Central Library, which has been like the talk of the town, and I have not gone yet. So finally is the malls, because botanical gardens are a thing. And they're often free. We have the Devonian Gardens here in the downtown, and it is a mall, it's a food court, but it is like one of the most peaceful food courts I've ever been in. And I personally find food courts very peaceful. They're like a world of opportunities with no judgment whatsoever. So that's kind of it. That is the end of this video. That's all. I hope that this video can be edited into something worth watching because it has been 40 minutes of filming and I still don't know really what I'm talking about. If you have any suggestions for monthly challenges, financially or otherwise for me, please leave them down below. I would love to hear your ideas. Also, if you would like to follow me on social medias, they are linked sometimes down below, otherwise they pop up in here on Instagram and Pinterest. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are new, and also hit that notification bell if you would like to get an email every time I post, because who wouldn't want to miss this? Who wouldn't want to miss this? I don't know. Please like this video.